we do the G major again, but instead the bass note is on the G instead of the B, because it's not rising up, it's completing. What's going up, everybody? It's your man D Royal here with another Producers React. For those who don't know, I am D Royal, the Faith Hoshira. I am a producer, artist, engineer who's been doing this for about 20 years, both with live audio, sound, radio production, studio engineering, live performance. Like, I've done a whole bunch of things, and I love to listen to music and even be able to explain to people why things sound the way they do. Right? I love to teach. Like, I really do love to teach music and help make it accessible to really anybody. And I've been a music teacher, music director of a school for a long time. So this is just really up my wheelhouse and a great time for me to be able to talk about music that I like and go deep down into it. If you ever wanted to follow me online, see some of the videos I've done, like my whole church musicians like series and such, follow me at The Faith Hoshira on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it right now. You can see some of the stuff I've done before, as well as all the things I like to talk about online, as well as keep up to date with some other projects I had. One of the reasons I started doing this now is because I purposely did not react to or dive deep into Epic on purpose, because I myself at the same time was writing a musical, Hamilton style, about Peter, the first disciple that Jesus called. It's called Peter the Musical. If you'd like to know more, like to see, possibly if you want to be a part of it, you can go to @PeterTheMusical on Instagram and TikTok, see clips, see the audition videos that you can do to possibly audition to be a part of it, and as well as just get connected to the ride that we are on, getting it all together. Today, we are in the Cyclops saga, and we are doing the song Survive with the animatic by Mircsy. It is a great saga. This is one of my top 3 sagas of the entire Epic musical, and I love diving deep into this. For this reaction, I'm going to be stopping and starting through the thing. If that's not your thing, I perfectly understand, but one of the reasons I'm doing it is to highlight specific things I hear. Now, why do I say that? Since listening to these in headphones, I've been hearing new stuff, and it's blowing my mind. So I'm very excited to hear what new things I hear in Survive, because listening to it in my car, I guess I was missing some stuff. So we're gonna go into this. I kind of go with fresh ears. I don't listen to it. I have not listened to it for a long time, so I'm looking to see what new things excite me as I'm listening to this, and hopefully I can help you understand why it connects with you the way that it does. Remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, tell people about what's going on, and of course, if there is anything else you want me to react to, let me know. I would love to hear some things for the first time and be able to react in real time to some stuff I had never heard before. I think that would be a pretty cool challenge, don't you? So leave your suggestions in the comments, all right? So without further ado, let's get into it, babe. Starting right there, right? Polyphemus. Polyphemus. That is a choir doing a chord progression that is super dramatic. Let's run it back one more time. I want to make sure that there's no instruments underneath it, because I feel like it's just them. Yeah, so we're hearing some drums that's like a push and pull, kind of like an industrial machine working, which I think is a very cool effect. It's not just tribal drums, which we're going to hear, which you already hear it ramping up. Whenever we're dealing with the 300 men, it's a lot of tribal drums, much like we heard in Full Speed Ahead, and you know, anything where the soldiers are involved. Like the last song, when Odysseus came in and was talking from the human perspective, those drums are there. So it's going to be in this song, and it's starting out right here, but it's like using sounds that are not to the time period. I am never one that says you have to do that. You know, in Hamilton, it was definitely like some things were in there, but it's mostly trying to stay periodically relevant. But I am one of them, like, man, if it sounds good, put it in there. We're not here trying to make a period piece. So clearly there were no Cyclops at any time. This is all mythology. So do what you want. But I love it because there are no instruments but the voice. There are no instruments underneath the choir vocals. So the choir, big choir, I mean, you could think like 12 men in each section singing Polyphemus's name and setting this very tumultuous and dangerous situation. And I'm not mistaken, we're hearing the vocals for Polyphemus. We're going C, it's a C minor, G sharp major, F minor, and then like a G major seventh. So it's like Polyphemus. Yeah, so. Let's run it back, see if that's actually what I'm hearing. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting. No.
And once again, the drums are in there. The tribal drums are running to show that it's the 600 men, and of course the intensity, triplet beats there, and of course it's like a snare. It kind of sounds like it's like a brush snare. Of course, not brush like jazz, but not a snare like, but just. And on the one, you have like just a kick drum going with it, keeping a steady rhythm, a steady pace of intensity, so that the survive motif or survive mentality stays even in the tempo, and it's just drums and vocal melody. Of course, we're not hearing any other instruments right now though, and it's creating a lot of space in the soundscape. And so this is a really great setup for other instruments to start coming in once like the pre-chorus or the chorus comes in.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And
sorry, very low. I got a very low violin doing in the background when Odysseus starts singing. It's very low though, like to get out of the way of the vocal melody.
The rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting. No backup, no chance for support. So draw out your sword. Our foe must be thwarted right here and now. Show me how great is your will to survive.
And for those producers and composers out here, you notice the it's in the first half of the verse, it's a single instrument, then it gets doubled. So now we got that will increase volume without actually having to turn up, any of the volume knobs, because having two instruments playing the same note in the same frequency range, it will make it stand out more. So that's something that's here. And I don't know, I'm really trying to decipher what kind of mallets are hitting these drums. Because it's not like I said, it's not a brush, but it's not just a regular snare hit, and it gives it a less impactful feeling while keeping the intensity of like riding a horse into battle. Think Attack on Titan, but it's not just just. I really enjoy that it's subdued but intense at the same time.
That is who we're fighting. No backup. No chance for support, so draw out your sword. Our foe must be thwarted right here and now. Show me how great is your will to survive. 600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take. And when we kill him, then our journey's over. No dying on me now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day. So fight, fight, fight.
Yeah, that is a very good chorus build up there. The first time when he's 600 lives at stake, it's just one life a day. the drums cut out absolutely, and you've got just the a piano. Oh. That's playing over the top of it. The bass choir and Odysseus singing. It's just all playing together, but when the drums come out, it allows for a change of pace to, of course, keep the listener engaged, taking in and out instruments. It is the cheat code for keeping people engaged, keeping listeners engaged, that listeners' fatigue does not set in. And also, it allows for more of like the string, more of the choir to fill in the space, because it also changes the chord progression. I'm going to run it back, see if I could find what that thing is here, because 600 lives, it changes up a bit.
To survive, 600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take, and when we kill him, then our journey's over. No dying on me now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day. So fight, fight, fight.
Yeah. So we're 600 lives at stake. I think so. Defeated not allowed. It's very nice, but you're talking C sharp minor, G sharp major, A sharp major to D sharp major. That's that first 4 chord. And we can invert it. So then C sharp. So that's a G major with a B, G major scale with a B on the bass, right? Because the 600 lives a day, it's just one line to take. Then when we live, then our journey over. Then dying on me now. Defeat is not that D sharp D. Then C sharp, G sharp major down to G. We do the G major again, but instead the bass note is on the G instead of the B, because it's not rising up. It's completing, right? It's coming to resolution, or at least a tension a tentative resolve before we go back to the C minor. Yeah. Run it back just so you can hear it again, because it's fine. Let's do it. Here we go. G.
So fight, fight, fight. Surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels. Strike the heels. Show him that we're deadly. Exhaust him. Don't let him get close. He's strong but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out of reach. Find a breach. Stand up and fight for your lives.
Now, when we get to the second verse, we're talking like double whole note chord progressions here, because and I think that goes in there, but it's surrounded, yeah, and it just completely abandons the first verse chord progression, which is completely fine. Like, now we're in the battle. There's all the yelling and the surrounded. So that kind of of course, downward chord progression creates the, a nice intense and dissonant feeling, because it just feels like danger when you're going like, what's going on with my finger? Hey, my finger's better, by the it's doing a lot better, by the way. Like you can, I'm playing a bit better, but so we go surround him, and it's just elongating that feeling, and we're gonna stay in that place for a while. Turn it back a little. Here we go.
Surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels. Strike the heels. Show him that we're deadly. Exhaust him. Don't let him get close. He's strong but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out of reach. Find a breach. Stand up and fight for your life.
I'm trying to get a bit on it. In a good way, whatever very light tonal melody is happening on the chord side is so subdued by the percussive actions, because it's not really supposed to be the driving force, right? It's supposed to be just in the back, I could tell. But I'm trying to pinpoint it so I can tell you what's going on.
Surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels. Strike the heels. Show him that we're deadly. Exhaust him. Don't let him get close. He's strong but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out of reach. Find a breach. Stand up and fight for your.
Yeah, so it's what I'm thinking, really. Maybe like something as simple as that, but it's really staying in the C, G sharp, G to hold that verse down. And once we get to the 600 lives at stake, we're back to that. 600. Oh, sorry. We're back to then. And one thing you're gonna hear, and actually back in that during that whole exchange where they're all fun and like high fiving and say, "Yeah, the Cyclops is, roaring and stuff." You start to hear the guitar in there, which of course symbolizes Odysseus and all of his prowess. It starts to slowly crescendo in there. But when you're doing things that you just want to hype it up or amp up the intensity, staying on a root note and driving through that root note is a very simple way to do that, right? We're on the C, and it's just, and even when we go back to and have some drums going, but it's right around there. Just keep going with that. It's gonna make whatever you're doing start to feel more hype and more intense. It's super simple, very easy way to do that. Like if you have a song with a bunch of melodies going on, then just come back to your one. And they slowly build a chord off of it, but that you're really driving home. It's going to make whatever you're doing feeling like, whoa, oh snap, something big's about to happen, which is true.
He's got a club! What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
Jeez.
You've heard me enough. 600 lives I'll take. 600 lives I'll break. And when I kill you, then my fate is over. You're dying here and now. Escape is not allowed. You won't live through this day now.
Now, there's a few things that are happening here that just unfortunately make it hard for me to decipher. The the atmospheric reverb of all these instruments, it does such a good job of making like a cave that it's like I'm trying to hear what the deep male choir is doing behind the Cyclops. And it's just like, I can only imagine it's a very similar version of that, but just a little more melancholic, because it doesn't sound as triumphant as that at all. It does not. But there's so much when he swings the club. I'm like, I can't hear it, but that's good because it's like it's every thud feels like a Cyclops swinging a club, like in the case. Like, ah, man, I remember hearing this for the first time. How devastated I was. Like, once again, I was listening in my car, driving somewhere. It's daytime, but I was scared out of my mind. I'm like, we're about to die. All of us are going to die, including me in this Nissan Rogue. And it was such a good sound. Like the kudos to the engineer for this, because it's like, man. And the thuds, the crack, the splat, oh my gosh, all of it. But I got to run it back because I do have to try to hear it. But he goes, you heard me enough. The one double bass or cello again, that signifies the Cyclops, comes in. Haven't heard him since last song like that, because everything was with the drums and the representing the humans. But now it's like, nope, the counterattack, boom. You only hear the cello, you know Cyclops is putting in that work. So it's like, ugh, goodness.
Captain.
Enough.
He's got a club. He's got a club! What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
You've heard me enough. 600 lives I'll take. 600 lives I'll break. And when I kill you, then my fate is over. You're dying here and now. Escape is not allowed. You won't live through this day now.
All right, give me a little second. I'm going to see if I can find this. I think I can hear where it's going. Okay. Pretty certain I got it, y'all. Somebody goes, you hurt me enough. We got C minor. 600 lives. Let's say A sharp major. 600 lives I'll break. Then an F minor. Then when I kill you, then my G major. Pain is over. C minor, ying here and now, down to G sharp major. Not allowed. F minor. So that's what I'm pretty sure happens at the end there. It's switching the second chord for the, because it's a 4-bar loop, but the second chord changes in the second loop. So it's second loop. Yeah, let's run that back. We can hear it.
Enough. 600 lives I'll take. 600 lives I'll break. And when I kill you, then my fate is over. You're dying here and now. Escape is not allowed. You won't live through this day now.
Yeah, so that second note after instead of the C, A sharp, F, G, and the second one is C, G sharp, F, B. And just of course, that little change. Da, da, Another part of how you can make something feel dynamic or interesting to the ear, changing one chord in a loop. I love doing that. Just like, it's not even just changing it to another note. Sometimes it's a minor to a major or a seventh and then adding a passing chord in there. It's a very low hanging fruit way of making something sound intriguing, even to people who have no idea what music, terminology and theory is going on. All right, y'all. So the Cyclops is down. We have finished the first 2 songs here with the fight of the Cyclops. Next week, I'm getting into Remember Them. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it. Let people know we're going down each week. We're doing a new song. So probably, by the end of the year, we'll almost be done with the whole thing. Keep it locked. I'll see y'all next week. God bless you.